Hey Cameron, what are you up to?
Oh, hey man. Yeah, I'm just thinking about my lack of content this year.
Is something wrong?
I mean, besides my severe depression and lack of motivation.
You have depression?
I try not to talk about it that much, so let's not. However, there is more to it when it comes to my machinimas than just that.
Go on.
It's not that I haven't been working on anything, it's just the projects I have been working on are like super big projects. I was hoping to get them out this year, but might not end up happening.
Well, what are you working on?
Well, the one I'm constantly working on is the recreation device. It's been taking me like 2 years to do.
2 years? How long is this?
Well, I have about an hour and a half of footage now, but I'm aiming for the 2-hour mark.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I've also been experimenting with animations and green screens and Gary's mod, which actually makes the editing process a lot longer than my original machinimas would take.
So is the recreation device the only thing you've been working on?
Now I have a couple others that I've started. There's my next Saber video that explains how he meets Meta, but that one's on hold due to voice acting. Getting people to help voice act in anything, really, can be a pain sometimes. I get people who have their own lives to deal with, and that's completely understandable. Just means I have to wait is all.
So just 2 projects?
If only it was that simple. I'm also working on Vladimir Part 3, but that's been put on hold as well, mainly because the recreation device has been taking priority, but I'm also trying to get hold of one of my animators.
Did you say you've been doing your own animation recently? Why don't you just do it yourself?
Yeah, it's true, I have been experimenting with animation, but I'm not that good at it yet. I got the main part from the animator, which is really cool by the way, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. But there's this little dialogue scene I need done, and I can probably do it myself, but in saying that, way back it sounded like he was working on the dialogue section, so just in case he has finished it and just hasn't put it through yet, I haven't tried to do it myself, mainly because if he has done it, I don't want his hard work to go to waste. If he hasn't done it, then that's completely fine, I can just go ahead and do it myself. But as a respect thing to him, I want to make sure I'm not cutting any of his hard work out, because he is a really good animator. I've just been having some trouble getting hold of him.
Is that it?
Nope. I also have a lot of other projects I need to work on, like a bunch of unfinished ones. But again, voice acting, and body acting actually, is a hard thing to schedule for. I also try to help out other creators as much as I can when they need it. We are a community after all, so I try to help them out the best I can when I get time. And that's all just the actual machinima part of things. Then there's the real life issues.
Oh?
Yeah, dude. I'm so busy like all the time. I have my appointments for work and stuff. I'm currently rehearsing for a stage performance because I'm somewhat of an actor. I'm trying to make new real-life friends because when my ex-fiance left me a couple years back, so did majority of my so-called friends, which I can see now they weren't actually my friends at all, they were hers. So I've had to go out and make some new ones by myself, which is hard for an introvert like me. Which leads into me drinking a lot and experimenting with drugs, which comes with hangovers and not wanting to do anything, but making friends is hard, so I've been doing a lot of stuff I normally don't do. I'm also trying to better myself by seeking out mental health help, because I have just not been okay since the breakup. Even if it was 3 years ago, it still fucks with me. I lack motivation to do anything these days. Just so tired all the time, so I sleep a lot. And when I do finally get a boost of energy to work on some machinima stuff, my online friends are constantly asking me to come play video games with them. And I find it hard to say no, so finding time for myself is scarce. I'm also working on other things like getting my license and stuff. I'm 30 years old and I've only just got my learners. So yeah, life has just been getting in the way as well. So I hope now people will understand why I haven't really been putting much out this year. Stuff is still coming out, it's just gonna take some time is all.
Sounds like you're just complaining for the sake of complaining and blaming it on everyone else.
Shut the fuck up, Anxiety. That's not my intentions at all. I'm not blaming anyone directly. Life is just life, you know?
I'm sure people will understand.
I really hope so. I really do.